From a boss who tackles a manager to a boss who loses his cool over disorganization. Today's video is all about the best fights on Undercover Boss. We're starting off things with one of the most heated encounters a boss has ever had on the show. Headquartered in Ohio with 5,000 employees and 65 global locations, this company is one of the leading restaurants in the world. And leading this $100 million a year wing empire is a sauce king of Cincinnati, Nader Masadi. Sometimes when you think of Buffalo Wings and Rings, you would think of Buffalo Wild Wings, which is the major competitor, but clearly this is not a sports bar. These are claimed to be better than a sports bar as their dishes are served in China. Their menu is diverse, they cater to much older gatherings and families and children as the owner is very emotional about the term sports bar. He started working in the restaurant industry as a dishwasher at Burger King and shortly after moved over to Taco Bell. He worked alongside his dad with his restaurant ventures throughout high school and college, and then this happened.
My dad found a Buffalo Wings and Rings franchise restaurant for sale.
Best Wings USA, Buffalo Wings and Rings.
When the big man went undercover to one of his branches, he met the manager Wes, and this is what the manager had to say.
Pete is dressed like a dork. He's got the scumbag gold chain, the thick nerd glasses, and the shiny bald head. He seems very soft, like grandma's pancakes, and we all know how soft those are.
Masada felt like Wes was being a demeanor. Wes wondered what was taking Masada so long to get changed into his uniform, as he waited for a while. Once Masada finally arrived, Wes said, "Damn, if you're gonna work back here with me, man, you're gonna have to get that lead out of your ass." He showed him around the fryers and how to use them and gave Masada a demonstration. When the manager put the new employee to task, this is what happened.
Yeah, we see that wrist action. You look like a pretty lonely guy. You probably should have some pretty good wrist action.
With zero experience in hand, the manager made the new recruit Pete fry up 35 boneless, 15 bone-in wings, and 7 orders of fries. I mean, to remember what to cook and then remember what button does what, this is going to turn into a disaster, isn't it? While cooking up the fries, the fryer was stuck and the fries were getting overcooked. This is what the manager had to say about it.
See if you can start saucing those wings, man.
Okay.
And try and pull the anchor out of your ass.
Okay, I will.
Wes ended up throwing the fries away and also had to compensate for the food. According to Wes, he fucked up the food, cost the restaurant money, he's pissed off customers, and screwed up astronomically. He then moved the newbie to cleaning duty and said this.
So now we sweep up the gigantic mess you made on the floor. You want this floor so clean, you would have sex on it.
On the floor?
Oh yeah.
He said that we would get laid on his floor, but not on the floor the newbie cleans. He then took Pete to work the microwave to serve frozen mac and cheese, but it seemed like Wes wasn't done passing his snide comments. He also said this, which tipped the scales of being a total jerk.
Kids, high school kids. The average person that works back here, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, they're dumbass. You can't ask dumb people to do smart things. I'm an ass, I'm a kid, I'm harsh.
If you thought that was crazy, then this next one is gonna make you flip. Up next is the chauffeur service company running out of Secaucus, New Jersey called Empire CLS. David Seelinger is the chairman and CEO of the worldwide chauffeur service. The company provides its customers with a luxury experience and has an interesting array of celebrity clients who use their services on a regular basis. Must be one hell of a service.
Empire CLS is a provider of luxury chauffeur transportation. Our headquarters are in Secaucus, New Jersey, but we service more than 700 cities worldwide.
Seelinger goes through a whole transformation in order to turn into Sonny, a contestant in a fake reality show trying to win money to start his new business. And boy, does his disguise work well. He looks absolutely unrecognizable after this transformation.
Well, undercover, I'll be posing as Sonny, the subject of a fake reality show, trying to win money to start a new business. I don't know how they'll spot me looking like that.
After working as a chauffeur and then as an instructor, Sonny is now at the headquarters to work in dispatch and gain a little more knowledge as to what the job requires, as this is an integral part of his business. The dispatch is what makes sure that communication from the company as well as the customers runs smoothly without many hiccups.
I'm in Secaucus, New Jersey today, which is Empire CLS's corporate headquarters, and I'm going to be working in the dispatch environment. Dispatch is responsible for all the logistic decisions, dealing with customers, where the chauffeurs are going.
Hoping that his disguise won't fail him, Sonny braves into the headquarters, which, by the way, he visits on a daily basis. Looks like it's going to be tough to not get caught.
My greatest fear being at this facility is that I will get caught. I'm seen here a lot, but hopefully, with this great disguise, I won't be seen.
After being introduced to the job, Sonny jumps into action by making his first call as a customer service agent. While doing this, a customer who has a complaint is putting up a ruckus, and instead of handling it well, Anthony, the dispatch personnel teaching Sonny, takes things into his own hands and gives a rude attitude to the customer.
You don't have me on speakerphone, do you? I want to talk to you, not him. You tell me. I want your answer. I don't want him to tell me what we got to do. This is our company. This is your ride.
When Anthony was handling this issue with a passenger, that is a very simple thing to resolve. The customer's right.
The customer who tries to resolve an issue is shut down by Anthony, and the poor handling of the situation enrages Seelinger, although he doesn't take a rash decision and blow his cover.
You're lying to me. I'm adding an extra stop.
I wanted to grab the phone from him. The customer wants to make an extra stop, and he's telling you that it's en route. The customer is always right.
Later during the boss reveal, Seelinger confronts Anthony on his attitude and slowly finds out the root cause of his problem. Looks like the boss was kind enough to not jump the gun and fire his employee.
Anthony, I have to tell you, I came so close to ripping that wig off. It was completely inappropriate.
You know what the problem was? I was trying to help the chauffeur, because I speak with the chauffeurs on a personal level, and, you know, they get upset.
Thankfully, this one turned out well, but I can't say the same about the next entry on our list. We're talking about the CEO of Armando Montalongo. The man runs a house flipping business where he fixes up real estate and sells it at such a fast rate that his company has earned the title of being America's #1 house flipper. Montalongo is also a mentor to many people who attend his seminars seeking his guidance in the real estate business. He's clearly an all-rounder.
And I started flipping houses. I would take a house that was old and run down, fix it up, and sell it for a profit, and becoming America's #1 house flipper. I decided to share my knowledge with the world, how to make money in real estate just the way I do through my real estate seminars.
For the undercover operation, Montalongo disguises himself as Kevin Jones, posing to work in several departments of his company. His undercover disguise completely transforms him, and Jones is ready to get down to business.
While undercover, I'll be posing as Kevin Jones, a middle-aged man from Santa Barbara, California. So this is going to be the most difficult undercover boss ever to pull off.
While also undercover, Montalongo comes out of his disguise to run his seminar, which is a superb sight to see. He has his audience pumped up, and his fans are super crazy about him and what he teaches. Looks like he's changed quite a few lives.
Today I'm in Riverside, California, where I'll be speaking at one of my advanced seminars. When I come on stage, it's a grand entrance. We have video screens, we have music, the crowd's up, they're cranking, they're ready for their lives to be changed. It is a rock star event happening.
Where's the Wolfpack at?
These students have paid to see Armando teach them how to flip houses.
Later under the guise, Jones is at Armando Montalongo headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, to work at his own call center to try and understand how smoothly things were running. Jones is there to learn how well the call centers manage their customers, who are also many of Montalongo's students. Jones is working under Amanda, a team leader at the call center. Under her wing, things are being explained well to Jones, although Jones plays it boring with no energy or enthusiasm as soon as he picks up calls. A worthy tactic to get to test his own employees. This is when suddenly a pop-up bar displays an error message on the site, and the whole server crashes. Jones is now stuck on a loading page while his business comes to a standstill. He's slowly starting to get frustrated and is not pleased with his company losing money.
Sometimes with so many systems being going in here with the same program, it tends to just hiccup sometimes.
Spinning and spinning and spinning. And now my entire business is at a standstill. I felt powerless. How often does this happen?
If we're really in here pumping, it'll happen maybe twice or so a day.
When Montalongo reaches his limit, finally he comes clean to his employees. He initially is furious with his employees for not taking action. He is disappointed and confused as to what he should do. I mean, if I was in his position, I'm sure I would.
I can't wait anymore. This problem has to be fixed now. Do you have any idea who I am? This is Armando. I'm doing an episode of Undercover Boss. In this call center, we have a major problem. You guys got to be calling IT. You've got to be all over it and have one of them here until it's fixed. You got to let me know what tools you guys need.
But this next episode saw the undercover boss get mad and take a decision that would affect all the lives of his workers. Checkers and Rallies is a rapidly growing fast food chain company that is owned by President and CEO Rick Silva. Silva goes undercover as Alex Garcia, and his employees are told that he is a contestant on a show called Second Chances. The show is where failed business owners compete in order to win a second chance at starting their own brand new business. Pretty clever cover, huh? But you know what else is clever? That you like and share our video. And guess what? It's absolutely free. And hey, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. With that said, let's see what happens with this undercover boss. Garcia is at a grill and fry station at Homestead, Florida for his first job. He is there specifically to see what it takes to stay undercover, but also to see whether his business was running smoothly or if there were any problems. Since starting to work with Todd, Garcia notices that he is not trained properly for his job, although Todd was a very diligent employee who was dedicated to his work. Todd reveals to Garcia his financial situation, and Garcia is taken aback by his heartfelt story. A boss is always concerned about his employees, and this time is no different.
I always wanted to be a chef since I was in the 7th grade. I'm all about my mom and my family, helping her out, the bills and everything like that. I'm her rock right now. I'm doing what I can, and I'm doing it to the best of my needs.
While working with Todd, the only person who seems to be annoyed by Garcia's presence is the manager of the store, Steven. Later, we are shown that this branch of Checkers was facing some serious trouble because of Steven's poor managerial skills. Steven constantly keeps distracting the other employees, creating confusion among them. Had Garcia found the weed causing his business a loss? Also, while talking to Todd, Garcia said more about Steven's role as the manager and how he was too rude to the other employees, which in turn led to disorganization. Garcia took it upon himself to try and talk some sense into his manager, and when Steven was questioned about his rude attitude, his response was to blame the workers he was managing. Steven even has a cocky moment where he rudely questions Garcia without really knowing who he is.
Steven, is that your name, sir?
Steven, yes, sir.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Of course.
What excuse is there to talk to people without being respectful to them? That was
Honestly,
it.
I don't think I was disrespectful. You have to talk up. They will not listen to you. I came into this company just like you. Wanted to be nice, low tone. It doesn't work. But I'm not going to let you continue telling me I'm disrespecting my crew. Have you been in the fast food business before?
No, I haven't.
Have you any experience in the restaurant business?
After having a heated discussion with Steven and having been done with his recon, Garcia decides to drop his disguise in order to make a decision about this branch of his fast food chain. Surprisingly, Silva, who has seen enough, comes to the final decision that this branch must be shut down, and all the employees and manager be retained at how to do their jobs. Although it's a tough blow to all his employees, Silva feels it's best that he made this decision.
I'm CEO for this company. Right here, right now, we're going to shut the restaurant down. I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself because at the end of the day, accountability rests on my shoulders because we didn't properly train them.
Erica, ma'am, we're shutting down. We're getting one last car and that's it. We're shutting down.
I'm mortified. I actually am mortified that it happened, but there really was no other solution under the circumstances.
We're closed for tonight.
With that, sadly, we've come to the end of the video. Do you remember any other intense moments on the show? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys.